Hello, and welcome to Best Practices for Auctions on Palmstreet. I'm Jackie, and I'll be taking you through some things that'll help you just get that edge on how to run a really effective auction here on the platform. Let's get into it. So the benefits for running auctions are you definitely want to increase engagement in your live shows. This is one really great way to do it, is by running auctions. It also creates a lot of excitement and friendly competition with your viewers. So it's really a great way to get your sales up as well. So kicking off your auction, you want to start it out with a really strong introduction. Let people know who you are, obviously what you're going to be auctioning off during your show. Don't be afraid to use your personality, have fun with it, be enthusiastic. If you're excited, they'll be excited. Next, you want to run auctions once you have a good number of viewers. So pay attention to your viewer count in the, kind of the upper right hand corner of your screen in that kind of red area. And give people some time to discover your show. Also, you've done a really good job sharing it on social media, but give people a couple minutes of time to get into your show. So spend that time just kind of giving them the lay of the land and introducing yourself. So you definitely also want to read the room. If you're getting a lot of viewers in and there's a lot of excitement, for example, over one particular kind of item, definitely run that auction first. And you definitely want to see if there's any kind of participation that is getting geared up around a certain area of your products. You can kind of switch gears and figure out, should I still keep running auctions, or should I kind of defer to doing some buy now listings? And it's okay to kind of switch in between both. Next, you want to make sure that you showcase your items effectively. You want to have spectacular lighting. You want people to be able to see those items really up close. You want them to be able to see all the details. And also make sure that you have a photo for every one of your auction items. People who win bids and sometimes even people who lost out still want to see an image of what they were going for. So you will be ahead of the game if you have photos for each of your items in your show. Next, you want to, as you're auctioning things off, you definitely want to include some information about the item that you're auctioning. Don't just let it run. That's kind of boring. You want to talk through it. So give them the size, dimensions, what condition the item is in, if there's any really cool features or extra things with that particular item. You definitely want to share that information as the auction is running, and definitely let them know what the starting bid is and how to bid just by swiping across that yellow tab at the bottom. If you can, during the auction, when you're writing that item, tell a story about it. Is there an interesting fact or feature about it? Is it one of your favorite things? If it's a handmade item, how did you make it? If it's a gecko, what species? What's the kind of the heritage, the different interesting features with all the different things that you guys can run in auctions. Few things about starting auction bids. You want to set your starting bids at an acceptable sale price. We want to caution you, and this is something that you can grow towards, but be careful of dollar starts. They can be really risky. You are definitely at risk for selling a high-priced item for $1 if you only get that one bid. So be mindful of that. If you're kind of sensing that you can start a little bit higher, then do so. You don't want to lose money on this. The point is to make money. So make sure that you are considering, starting your items around 20 to 30% under retail price, and that has worked out for a lot of our sellers on the platform. Next, you want to make sure you create that high engagement. Use people's names. Make sure you're answering their questions. You can shout out bids. Names of people, if you can use them, go a long way. Lisa's coming in at $45. Is anybody going to come in at a higher bid? Things like that will kind of generate some engagement and some excitement as well. Also, if you can, add a visual or some kind of audio effect to celebrate, when a bid is won. We've seen people ring bells or sound horns or just do something funny when each bid happens. It just kind of has people sticking around to see what you're going to do next. You also want to involve your viewers, so don't be afraid to ask them what they'd like to see you auction off next. And that can kind of help you steer around your listings in the best way possible for that given show. So I want to thank you for watching. You've got some resources here. If you want more information about auctions, you can scan the QR code there on the left. That will take you straight to our blog article on those. Also, another great way to learn is just by watching other sellers, see how they run their auctions, what works for them, and definitely, participate if you can in other sellers' auctions as well. Next, if you have questions or any issues, please follow Palmstreet support in the app, and you can message with them to get some help on anything you might be stuck on or wanting some more information about. So I want to thank you again for watching, and we will see you next time.